Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Market. It's just been filled long here in the crude contract. This is the January 2017 crude contract. Got in long here at 50.67. I did have an earlier trade that I posted. We got in long down in here, had a nice run up. We got stopped out when it came down here. We still had a nice profit on the second half of the position and the first half, and then we've had this other leg higher, and I was saying at the time it could pull into this high velocity move and then sort of reconstitute its movement. Well, we have had that, and now I've gone ahead and bought it down towards the low of this blue bar, thinking that this is a good vertical move and the market would likely find some support in here. So that's why that trade is on. I need to put a protective stop in there for these two contracts, which I'm going to do. The long is from 67, so I don't want to. The next likely support area here is at 54, and so I think for now I'm going to place it right about here at 57, and we'll just put in a 10-tick risk on that trade. It could dip a little bit below the blue. It has dipped a couple ticks below it, but I think it should find some good support there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that stop in there. And on the other side of the trade, I'm going to put a sell limit in here at, then I'll put it up at 77. So that's 10 ticks on either side. I'll pause the recording and pick it up when needed. Okay, just renewed the recording. We just got filled right here a moment ago at our first objective of 77. So I'm going to change the stop here. Need to adjust the amount just down to one contract. I'm going to bring it just below our entry. You can see it, the market had a dip there to 67 right here, hitting our entry price. So I'm going to put the stop at 66. So we've got a 1-tick risk on this trade now, on the, well, at least on the second contract, so plus 10 ticks on the first. So we'll just leave it at that for the time being. I'm not going to put a target in here, though obviously the high of the day here, it's hit twice up here into the 85, 86 area, so that's obviously the next target. But I'm just going to do a trailing stop on the second contract, so no sell limit up above the market at this point in time. So that's it for now. I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just resume the recording. The market has gotten up to a resistance area here, which is the day's high. So I want to adjust this stop and bring it up here. I'm going to bring it a couple ticks below this green bar right here, and the low of that's at 76. So I got the stop at 74, and I'll adjust this here. Put that at 74. So that locks in, what, 7 ticks. So we got 10 on the first contract. So, hopefully it'll find some more strength and maybe pull back a little bit, hopefully not stop us, and then have another leg higher. So we're just going to continue with a protective stop on this. We're not going to put a limit order in. So that's it for now. Just want to bring you up to date on that. And once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just restarted again. You can see the market had a bit of a dip, decelerated, made a slightly new high. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the stop to just below that. The low on that was, I believe low was 82, yeah, so our stop's at 81. So just want to bring you up to date on that. We are testing this resistance area, so sometimes when it goes up, makes a new high, it can actually attract some pretty good selling. So just to be on the good management side of this trade, I wanted to go ahead and just raise that stop. So I should move this marker here that I have up to 81. So that'll lock in what 14 ticks on the second when we got 10 on the first. So at any rate, so that's the latest on this trade. Once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just resumed it. We did just get stopped here. So there's a potential for a bit of a pullback here, quite possibly down to the next trade location zone and test down in here again. So that's why I wanted to tighten up this stop. Who knows if it's going to get down there, but when you're long and the market does get up into an area of resistance, I think it's only prudent to tighten up your stop like that. So that's it for this trade on the crude. 10 ticks on the first and 14 ticks on the second. So info@daytradethemarkets if you'd like to send us any comments or questions. I always look forward to receiving them. So thanks for watching today. We'll see you next time.